Hello, I'm Steve. Thanks for visiting the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, here we have this residential application. This is located in Texas here, and we have two different spaces here. However, they're very similar as far as the application itself is concerned. We do have these roll down screens, and then here's a screened in room section on this side over here. So I'm going to just remove the screened in sections for just for right now, so that we can manipulate this image a little bit smoother. So let's go ahead and just take that off here. And so there are screens in there, and we'll come back to that in just a minute too. However, you can see that we have this casual seating area over here, and then dining space over here. In the dimension area, let's just look at that. We have about a 11.6 opening. I do, by the way, have the floor plan set up here, so you can see that the floor plan pretty much matches what's going on here in my drawing. And let's turn that off here. So we have this 11.6, I believe, and then we have a 17.6, and that's from the edge here to the edge here. A depth of about 11.7.5. I think it's supposed to be 11.7, not the half, but in any case, just half inch off there. And then I have a ceiling height of 10 foot 1 inch to the ceiling itself. Now you'll notice I just have the heaters themselves recessed into this space. I have them recessed in this orientation based on the fact that I believe the rafters joists will probably go in this direction here, and yeah, that's why I have them located like that. And I think that's about it as far as the overall dimensions. There will be a TV set here, there will be a TV set over here, and yeah, so let's go ahead and let me put the screen back on just for a moment, so you can see that there are two areas. This screen in section here will swing inwards, and so we want to be aware of the door, how far into this room it's going to swing. There is a door over here that swings into the resident itself, so we're not concerned about that. The doorway over here behind the screen here, you can see is glass doors sliding left and right, so that's not an issue whatsoever. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and look at the I'm going to turn off the dimensions here, and we're going to go ahead and look at the where the heaters are located. So what I have done here essentially is I've taken this room here, split it in half, and then from the halfway point place the heater 4 foot center to the halfway point, and then 4 foot center to this halfway point, so 8 feet center to center on the heater. And then they're also located center within the span here. So if this is the beam here from here to here, I have that centered within that span, that direction. And that's going to be true also with the dining space here, 8 foot center to center, center in the room, and then center in the room, this direction, the depth here. All right, let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. And footprint of heat, you can see with this setup here, we have this whole space heated up fairly nicely. And I would say that is also true in this space over here. So now I just have a couple of seats over here. Probably will be utilizing this a little bit differently than what I have, but you can see that we're heating up the whole entire area. And we're going to go ahead and turn that screen back on here, and I'm going to turn the array off, and we're going to just see if we can tightly look at the clearances to combustibles. So you can see here with the clearances to combustibles, we're not penetrating the doorway in any way. And just to put the footprint back on, so you can see that I've pretty much have the same, it's not moving here, sorry. The doorway itself here is pretty much similar to what they have in their setup as far as the dimensions are concerned, so I think I'm okay with that. We still have a few inches of room to maneuver, and I have this door, Sorry, that's why I turned the screen off. It's hard to manipulate this program here sometimes. But in any case, yeah, you can see that I have this door 90 degrees practically. I think it's probably 85 degrees into the room, and with that being said, we're not penetrating that. So if this was left open in any way, we're not in that clearance issue. So let's leave it at that. And then of course these heaters here, there's no issue with regards to clearances. Now also we do have the heater itself. I'm going to turn off the clearances here for a second. So we have the heater, we have a flush mount frame, and then inside of that there's a 1 hour drywall space. So this is the drywall space inside here. Actually, you would not use the brackets. They just hang on little L brackets that lay on the left and the right. So that's how that would be orientated. Also, I don't have the rafters system in here, but I'm assuming that the rafters would be going this direction here, so you'll have to line that up with what you have in there. Now, being in the Texas area, they would like to have some kind of fan system in here. The problem that I have with it, I'm just showing you the ideal application here. So let's turn on a fan here for a second. So I have a fan, and I think the dimension of that fan, you have a 4 foot 10 inch diameter on that fan. However, you can see once I place a fan in here, we have some issues with clearances. So this is the clearance here that we need to meet, and I'm off about maybe 3 inches. So I would have to physically, move this heater. Let's just go ahead and move it 3 inches and see where we're at here. With 3 inches, we're meeting that clearance. So if yours is, say, a 5 foot diameter, it'd have to go 4 inches further out. So that would be 8 feet, 8 inches from center to center for a 5 foot diameter fan. But that's more than doable. But let's just go ahead and see what the footprint of heat would look like. So I'm going to go ahead and go 3 inches on this side, and let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. Footprint of heat is fairly well still. We're still missing just a little bit right here in the center. So if we went ahead and made it another inch on each side, we'll go there, and we'll go that way. So you can see how that footprint of heat changes relatively slightly, but again, you're not heating up the whole space in the middle. And if we did the same over on this side here, we would have the same issue. We're going to be moving that crossover ray further apart from each other and not getting that nice uniform coverage throughout the whole entire space. So it can be done. Just you have to note that there will be some cooler spots in the middle, and that might be acceptable to most people, but some people, they just want to make sure you're aware of that. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. And again, please tap the like button. We don't advertise. We're not monetized. Therefore, YouTube will not promote our channel unless we receive your appreciation. And we thank you so much for that. Have a great day.